My name is Saul Cabrera, and I'll be doing my presentation on Guns&Evil. So the required readings and the required question: do guns induce evil actions? So, do guns make people evil? 37% of households in the United States own one or more firearms. 33% of people over the age of 65 own a gun. 31% of people with high school diplomas or less own a gun. And the total number of homicides in 2019 in the United States was 10,237. So, are those people who own guns more aggressive than those who don't? Maybe. So, the hypothesis. This study used the challenge hypothesis, which was used to study birds and animals. Basically, testosterone rises in response to situational cues that represent a threat to male status or signal competition. This hypothesis was developed by Wingfield, Hegner, Dufty, and Ball. For those who don't know, testosterone is a primary sex hormone and anabolic steroids in men. Testosterone facilitates whatever competition behavior is necessary to meet the challenge, basically the aggressiveness. So, continued, the hypothesis I came up with was if a gun or a weapon is present, it should increase testosterone and increase aggressive behavior. Guns or weapons in general can be seen as a threat to male status or signal competition. Why does this signal a threat or competition? Weapons, guns are used to kill and hurt others, so males and people in general just instinctively tap into their fight or flight instinct, which can lead to aggressiveness. So in the study consisted of 30 male college students between the ages of 18 and 22, and they were split up into two groups: the experimental group and the control group. The experimental group were led to a room where there was a BB gun or a pellet gun, and it was identical to a Desert Eagle. The control group was led to a room where there was a children's game of mouse and trap. So before the participants were split into groups, they were asked to spit in a cup. And the sample of 6 milligrams was taken, and this saliva was used to assess baseline and to measure testosterone levels. Both groups were asked to spend about 15 minutes handling the gun, assembling the gun and the children's game, disassembling them, and also writing down how to do those things. After those 15 minutes were up, they were asked to spit in the cup again, where their testosterone level was written down. After those 15 minutes, a researcher came to each participant individually with a cup of water, which had 85 grams of water in it, and it had hot sauce in it. The researchers told the participants that the drink was prepared by another participant, and they were asked to taste it. After they tasted this, the researchers asked the participants to do the same thing for another participant. So they came back with another cup of 85 grams of water and a bottle of hot sauce, and they were asked to pour hot sauce in the water as much as they wanted to. So hot sauce was measured in grams, and a teaspoon of hot sauce is 4.7 grams. The hot sauce was the primary measurement for aggression. So the results: subjects who interacted with the handgun showed greater increase in testosterone from testosterone level 1 to testosterone level 2. than those who interacted with the children's game. Subjects who interacted with the gun used more hot sauce than subjects who interacted with the children's game. So, testosterone results. The researchers essentially found the mean of testosterone level 1 of all the participants, and then they took the mean of the second time they recorded the testosterone levels after the subject handled the items, and they subtracted time 1 and time 2 and obtained the change of testosterone. With the people who interacted with the gun, their average testosterone measurement was 62.05 picograms per milliliter, with a standard deviation of 48.86. Those who interacted with the children's game had 0.68 picograms per milliliters, and with a standard deviation of 28.57. The results for the hot sauce: the people who interacted with the gun added more hot sauce to the water. The mean for that was 13.61 grams of hot sauce, with a standard deviation of 8.3. And the subjects who interacted with the children's game added less hot sauce, and the mean for that was 4.23 grams, with a standard deviation of 2.62. So what does this mean? It means males being in the presence of a gun increases testosterone levels, and when testosterone levels are increased, that increases aggressive behavior. So back to the question that was posed in the beginning: do guns induce evil actions? Given the results from this study and how testosterone increased and aggressiveness increased while being in presence with a gun, I think we can say that guns do induce evil actions because they get more aggressive. So, conclusion: I personally don't think guns induce evil actions, but I do think people who have guns are more prone to using them when agitated, regardless if it's used for evil purposes or not. And does that really make them evil? I don't think so. So as we come to end, we can see that males do become more aggressive if they feel challenged by someone or something that makes them feel more powerful. Like change of status, weapons, and here's my reference. And that's it. Thank you.